Ian Bailey, the self-confessed chief suspect in the murder of Sophie Toscan du Plantier, has collapsed and died in Bantry in West Cork. Ms Toscan du Plantier was found dead outside her holiday home in Schull in December 1996. 66-year-old Bailey, who always denied involvement in the killing, was convicted in absentia following a trial in France 4 years ago.
Sophie Toscan du Plantier's badly beaten body was found here close to her West Cork holiday home days before Christmas 1996. Ian Bailey quickly emerged as a suspect. He denied any involvement and did so consistently since then.
I am saying to you that I didn't kill her, I had no knowledge of the killing, and I'm an innocent man.
Ian Bailey was arrested twice by Gardaí, but the DPP ruled there was insufficient evidence to charge him. He was back in the spotlight in 2001 when he was given a 3-month suspended jail sentence for assaulting his then partner, Jules Thomas. In France, an investigation into Sophie Toscan du Plantier's murder was continuing, but in 2012 the Supreme Court here blocked a move to extradite Mr Bailey to France. In 2014, he took an action against the state for wrongful arrest. The claims were struck out because they hadn't been made within the required time limit. He went on to lose his conspiracy case taken against the Gardaí. The French then decided to try him in his absence and found Ian Bailey guilty of the murder of Sophie Toscan du Plantier.
It's a victory for the justice. It's a victory for the truth. And now Ireland will have to extradite Ian Bailey.
Ian Bailey gave this reaction.
Well, I'm Tamé Gamar. I'm actually pretty good. I mean, I'm surprised this morning. From my point of view, it's all business as usual. I'm just going to carry on as long as I can, being myself and being as creative as I can be.
So what sort of reaction have you had from people generally?
I've about well, if there was such a thing as 1,000% support, that had a lot of support, a lot of prayers, and it humbles me and it also strengthens me.
In December 2022, Gardaí announced they were conducting a cold case review of Sophie Toscan du Plantier's murder. Ian Bailey died this afternoon after suffering cardiac arrest on the street in Bantry. 27 years later, the murder of Sophie Toscan du Plantier remains unsolved. The chief suspect is dead. The cold case review into the French woman's death will continue. Pascal Sheehy, RTE News, Cork.
And Pascal is standing by for us now in Cork. So Pascal, a very controversial figure, as we heard there, and he has always protested his innocence, hasn't he?
Yes, Eileen. Sophie Toscan du Plantier's badly battered body was found on the laneway leading to her West Cork holiday home 3 days before Christmas in 1996. Even before Ian Bailey's arrest in the early weeks of 1997, his name was already in the public domain. He was a journalist reporting on that very murder, but very quickly his name came into the public domain as a suspect. Then he was arrested for the next 27 years. He insisted always that he was innocent, but as far as Gardaí investigating the case are concerned, he was always their chief suspect. There is now a cold case review going on into the murder of Sophie Toscan du Plantier. That will continue. In the meantime, Ian Bailey passed away this afternoon, collapsed on Barrack Street in Bantry, and from what I hear from those at the scene, he got every assistance, including CPR. His collapse happened opposite the fire station. There were first responders there almost immediately administering CPR to him, but he was pronounced dead a short time later on his arrival at the General Hospital in Bantry.